Today the fairy is pretty tired now, so let's just finish the story quick and easy, okay? And so today the fairy wants you guys to read with the fairies this story. Maybe I saw something here. I remember. Oh, good. The fairy wants you to read the story Hansel and Gretel. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Hansel and his sister Gretel. They lived with their father and their stepmother in a little house deep in the forest. The family were poor, and there were many days when they had nothing to eat. One night, the stepmother said to the father, "We have no food for the children. I'll take them to my sister's house, where they will be better fed." However, the stepmother secretly wanted to get rid of Hansel and Gretel. She planned to take them to the forest and leave them here. The next morning, the stepmother gave Hansel and Gretel some bread for their lunch and led them out into the woods. Hansel, who was clever, guessed that something was wrong. When the stepmother wasn't looking, he tore up his bread and scattered it behind him as they walked. The stepmother said Hansel and Gretel walked a very long way. When they became tired, she told them to sleep under a tree. However, while the brother and sister were sleeping, the mother left and returned home. When Hansel and Gretel woke up, they found they were all alone. It was cold and dark. "Don't worry," said Hansel. All we have to do is follow my trail of breadcrumbs back to our cottage." But when they went to look for a trail, the children couldn't find it anywhere. Did the mother kick them out of her way and thought it was rocks or pebbles? I don't know. The birds of the forest had eaten every single breadcrumb, so Hansel and Gretel have no way to get back home. "You bad birds. I know you're hungry, but you cannot let Hansel and Gretel alone in here." So Hansel and Gretel have no way to get back home. Hours passed and the children became more and more lost. They wandered deep into the forest when they saw a little house in a clearing. The house was strange and wonderful. Hansel and Gretel have never seen anything like it. The walls were made from gingerbread, the windows were gumdrops, the door was chocolate, and the chimney was a big candy cane. What? The brother and sister were so hungry that they rushed up to the house and broke off a large chunk of gingerbread. They ate it ravenously, and it tastes delicious. Oh, okay. All of a sudden, the chocolate door flew open. An ugly old woman came rushing out. "You naughty children," she cried. "I'll teach you to eat my house." The woman grabbed Hansel and Gretel in her bony hands and dragged them inside, locking the chocolate door behind them. The woman was a witch. Oh God, I think I got a bed bug bite. Anyway, she pushed Hansel into a cage that hung from the ceiling. "I'll be able to keep an eye on you up here," she said. Then the witch made Gretel do the cleaning. "You cannot go to bed until my house is spotless," she cackled. "However, if you do a good job, You'll both get lots of sweets to eat." Just as she promised, the witch gave Hansel and Gretel lots of sweets to eat. At first, the children liked it, but soon they felt sick from eating sweet, sticky sugar all day, and they longed for a simple piece of bread. Each day, the witch would feel Hansel's finger through the bars of his cage and mutter her to herself, "Not yet, not yet." Then she would make Hansel eat more sweets, but the witch never told even of the children why. One night, Gretel heard the witch mumbling in her sleep, "Delicious Hansel for my supper." But Gretel realized why the witch was feeding Hansel so much candy. She was fattening him so she could eat him for dinner. Oh no! Gretel told Hansel about the evil plan, so the next time when the witch felt Hansel's finger through the bars to see if he was fat enough to eat, Hansel stuck a wig out instead. The witch couldn't see very well, so she didn't notice. "Too skinny," she croaked. "I won't eat you today." Even though the witch fed Hansel more and more sweets, he always held out the twig. "Your brother's very strange," said the witch to Gretel. "One day, however much he eats, he never gets any fatter. I think I'll roast him and gobble him up as a snack." The witch forced Gretel to light the huge old oven in the corner of a gingerbread house. Because Hansel wasn't fat enough for a proper supper, the witch decided to eat both children together. "Be a good girl and get in the oven to see it's hot enough yet," said the witch slyly. When Gretel was inside, the witch planned to close the door and roast her. But Gretel was clever as her brother. Instead of getting into the oven, she said, "That's funny. It doesn't seem to be warm at all." "Nonsense," said the witch. "Stand aside and let me see." And the witch climbed all the way inside, all the way into the hot oven. Quick as a flash, Gretel slammed the door of the big oven and trapped the witch inside. She ran to Hansel and unlocked his cage. They were so happy to be back together again. They hugged each other as if they would never let go. "Quick," said Gretel, "we must run." Before we left, Hansel went upstairs to the witch's room and searched it. Soon, he found what he was looking for, a map of the forest. He ran back downstairs, flung open the chocolate door, and the two children escaped. With the help of a map, Hansel and Gretel soon found their way home. At their little house, they found their father crying. He had missed Hansel and Gretel so much. When they told him that the stepmother had abandoned them, the father sent her away forever. And Hansel and Gretel and the father live happily ever after. The end. Okay? And so the fairy said she was very tired now. And so can you let the fairy rest now? Please. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the fairy. Bye-bye.